Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your positive message for the day. It's your man, Queezy. And today we're going to be talking about mind traps. Yeah. Let's get started. Mind traps are exactly what they sound like. They're traps that your mind gets into that hold you from getting closer to your dreams. So I'm going to list them, tell you how to recognize them, and tell you how to get over them so we can go out there and be our best selves, all right? First one, the blame trap. So the blame trap happens when we refuse to take responsibility for our thoughts and for our actions. Okay, you guys? Instead, we try to shift the blame onto someone or something else. The thoughts often sound like this. He made me do this. She made me do this. He made me feel this way. She made me feel this way. I reacted because of this. I reacted because of that. You know, it's not my fault that this happened. It's because of this. It's not my fault this happened. It's because of that. That's shifting the blame, you guys. You're playing the blame game. It's a roadblock to healthy thinking. You can't think straight when you're doing that all the time. So if you find those other thoughts you're having, that's what you're doing. And you're not thinking well. We challenge these thoughts with, what am I doing, right? Yes, I have emotional responses to situations, but ultimately the decision of what I do to those situations is mine. No one can control my actions, and no one can control my feelings truthfully. Yes, people might invite me to certain situations or circumstances, or they might want to pressure you into certain things, but ultimately this decision is still yours. Okay? It doesn't matter how pressured you feel, because nobody can control you. It's 100% up to you. The next trap is the helpless trap. We get caught up in the helpless trap when we feel like we have no control over our lives, right? The thoughts often sound kind of like this. There's nothing I can do about this. I can't handle this struggle. I can't handle this hassle. I'll never be able to get out of this slump. It's always going to be this bad. Woe be me, because life will never go the way I need it to go for me to be able to succeed or achieve my dreams, because I'm always just, you know, at the receiving end of the big old D that is the universe, and it's always trying to bang me. That must be why they call it the Big Bang. When we get caught up in this kind of thinking, we challenge it with, is it really that bad? Am I being a little extra here? Yeah, things are bad right now, but it could be better tomorrow, or it could be better in 5 minutes. You know, hasn't it been bad before, but then it got better? So haven't I done this before and I'm still here, I'm still standing? You know, perhaps instead of focusing so much on how bad things are, I should focus on how I can make things better, because ultimately the way I feel is up to me. So the next trap after that, you guys, is the catastrophe trap. So we get caught up in the catastrophe trap when we exaggerate even our smallest problems into gigantic crises. You know, the thoughts often sound like, this is the worst thing ever. Gosh, this is terrible. You know, this is just the worst thing ever. Like, I'll never be able to make it. And it even becomes another version of it where you think that everything you're gonna do is gonna be a catastrophe, so you don't even try, right? Before an opportunity or something will come to you, and this will be the thoughts you'll have. I probably won't get the job, so why even apply? He probably won't, you know, take me to the movie, so why should I even ask? You know, she probably won't call me back, so why should I even text her? You know, like, everything that you think about even trying is already doomed to failure, right? When we get caught up in this kind of thinking, you guys, the way we challenge it is we say, well, am I being extra again? Yeah, I may have been disappointed in the past, but that doesn't mean that it won't be different, you know? I won't even know if I don't try, you know, because nobody knows. So remember that you have control, you guys. Just because things are bad in the moment, yeah, it might be irritating, frustrating, depressing, sad, you know what I'm saying, disgusting, whatever it is, yes, in that moment. But remember, time is the great equalizer, and with time, all things pass. Okay, you guys? So yes, you miss 100% of the swings you don't take. I guess is kind of the point, is the kind of the mindset you need to have when you get into the catastrophe trap. Yeah, you might miss, but if you don't swing, you're definitely gonna miss. All right, you guys? The next trap is one of my personal favorites because I fall into this one a lot. The guilt trap, right? We often fall into the guilt trap when our thoughts start sounding like this. Things would be better if I was a better person. If I was a nicer person, I would have done this. If I wasn't so shitty, then I would do this or this would happen. Okay, we put unfair weight upon our shoulders. We automatically assume that everything is our fault or that we're responsible for all the bad things that happen, which is not the case, you guys. We can only control our own actions and how we react to stimuli. You know what I'm saying? External things that happen around us is not our fault, you guys. Unless, of course, you directly did something. Like, if I punched you in the face and you have a bloody nose, well, that is totally my fault because I punched you in the face. But if I'm just walking down the street and someone else punches you in the face, that wasn't my fault. You know, but in the guilt trap scenario, I would be like, that was my fault. I should have went and saved that guy. I should have went and blocked the punch like Ultra Instinct Goku, and I didn't. I'm a terrible person. I'm going to hell. Okay, guys? When we get caught up in this trap, the way we challenge it is we have to ask ourselves, am I being unfairly harsh on myself? Am I being overcritical? I'm a human being. Human beings make mistakes. You know, nobody's perfect. Given time, if I do make a mistake, and I can learn from it. And that's something to look forward to. But I shouldn't beat myself up over things that I don't have control over. So the last one, you guys, is the all or nothing trap. We get caught up in this way of thinking when we assume that things are totally one way or totally another, and there is no gray area in between, right? Your thoughts are gonna sound something like this. It's gotta happen like this. I gotta get it like that. There's no other way possible than this way for this to happen, for this to happen. You know, and then you might even start throwing out the I can'ts, like I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, right? That's the all or nothing trap. When we turn off our brain from other ways of attacking our problems, and when we get stuck in that, then we start getting stuck in certain cycles of behavior that are usually negative. So the way we challenge that, you have to ask yourself when you're in that situation, or when you're getting caught up on the it's all or nothing. It's only this or it's only that. It's either black or it's white. It's red or it's blue, you know, it's polos or it's tanks or whatever. You have to ask yourself, okay, is it really like that? Are things really just that simple? Or am I oversimplifying my problem? See, because sometimes when you break your problem down, there's like little itty bitty problems in there that you can work on that are easier, right? Just because one piece of your plan might be wrong, or one piece of your life might be wrong, doesn't mean your entire plan or life is wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just that one piece, and you could work on that one piece, you know, given time. Remember that nobody is perfect, you guys. We all make mistakes. We're all growing and learning out here together. You know, so as long as you're in that pursuit of happiness, you guys, you're looking out for your mind traps, you're loving people, you're being positive, you know, you're like, sharing, subscribing, and you're falling for my promo games, then you're going to be great, you guys. Remember, it's all about the pursuit of happiness. And if you ain't chasing happiness, then you ain't living. And I will talk to you later.